Somebody bringing them in there, and it ain't us because we ain't making them.
Mm-hmm.
They telling us gun control. They telling us that the right to bear arms is for the purposes of going hunting, for recreational purposes. But that's not what the founding fathers of the so-called country said. They said that the right to bear arms was so that anytime this government goes astray from the principles of the Constitution, that the citizen have a right to take up arms and replace the government.
And
they
so
don't want you to know that, though.
Wasn't just to bear arms for just any old dispute. You stepped on my lawn and I didn't get your.
It's specifically targeting government.
They don't say that.
It's in the Constitution. Matter of fact, in the Declaration of Independence, it tell you that at any time that the people become disenfranchised with the government, it is the duty of the people to take up arms and replace the government in a well-formed coup. It's right in the documents. But we don't have to use a military coup. All we have to do is claim our birthright, and that put us in control of all government, military, political, and economic events taking place on the land. Right? So we need to be able to call the three chiefs. What is their purpose? Right? So they had to form clans. We had to form clans. We have to reform the family across common bonds. They called it we was ganging. We was gang banging. Gang mean clan. So we was formulating clans. They was infiltrating the clans. And they was starting the wars between two clans who was formerly at peace. Right? So, like for instance, I'm going to give you an example. This is well known in California after the Rodney King riots in 91. And the Bloods and Crips had something that they called the truth, where they tied their rags together. And the OGs said, we're going to stop killing each other and we're going to focus on this government. Within a week, they started having drive-bys while you got Bloods visiting Crips. You got some strange Bloods trying to shoot up a Crip neighborhood. The Bloods telling them ain't us. They calling our set out, but we all here. So they end up shooting the cars up, find out they undercover police and FBI agents. So they've been turning us against each other the whole time, and we didn't even know it. And the motherfuckers behind it look like us. And we didn't even know it. That's my feelings got hurt the worst out of all of this shit that we've been through. And when I found out that the white man ain't white, and the people behind the dirt is dirty Moors, and they lying to the good Moors, but the good Moors is doing their off around. No man couldn't feel that black man's pain. Okay, so now I'm about to go into my posts from today and kind of like touch on a couple of things. Today, a shyster was trying to get me to send him $700 for a $70,000 payout. Right? He wanted me to send him $700 for a $7,000 payout. That gets my attention because the sevens is my number. What do this mean? So now I got to figure out what it means. So while I'm going through here, getting ready to pull my page up, and show y'all a couple of things. So that's not what I'm looking for. That's another what I'm looking for. So now I got to go through all this, and I got to tie a couple of things in order. Finally, I get to reveal Isis, right? The Queen of Heaven and Earth as God. The Pope being on their seat. Now, there's one thing left. I got to restore the Caliphate. In Islam, I have to restore the Caliphate.
That's going to be a task. Because the Quran that they have is not the Quran that was left to them. And when the patriarchs took over the Vatican and they destroyed all of the Hafiz, they killed all the Hafiz and burnt all of the legitimate copies of the Quran they could find except for the one they kept for archive in the Vatican. They replaced it with a book out of Rome and even the legends surrounding that after Muhammad, when they tried to destroy what they called the Alil Bayt, the family of the house. Now, what y'all not paying attention to is Muhammad had no wealth until he married Khadijah. She had joined the monastery of the Catholic Church and had gave her wealth to the church, but the church wanted to control Islam, so they gave her wealth back and told her to go marry Muhammad. That's matriarchal. So Khadijah was the Black Madonna that the Pope supplanted. When he pushed her out of the Catholic Church in the Madonna seat, then Mother Khadijah was moved. Right? So, in order for her to be protected, Muhammad commissioned what we know today under the tense of Qadar as the Sharif. They were supposed to be guardians of the righteous. Now, how can I get y'all to understand who Khadijah is? Right? This is the mother of the faithful in Islam, is what she's called, the mother of the faithful. Now, y'all got to pay attention because we have to put the Madonna back in her seat. Now, Isis is referred to as Mary because the term Mary means rebellious woman. So in Islam, what took place was this. When they got Khadijah to marry Muhammad, Muhammad, through the family of the house, her house, swore to guard and protect the family of the house, the holy blood, the queen seat or the high priestess seat of heaven and earth, Mother Khadijah. Now, I have to tie this back. I have to tie this back to Maryam. I got to tie this back to Mariama. This is Mosque Mariama in Chicago. Fruit on deck. So this is Mosque Mariama in Chicago because in Islam, Mary is called Mariama. Now, in a few minutes, I'm going to go to that because Mother Khadijah of the Nation of Islam is Queen Mother Isis. She is to be restored as Caliphate, the mother of the righteous and the mother of the faithful. This is the return of the ancient ones. This is the restoration of the glory seat. Farrakhan, I told you, this is where you see her on her throne. Khadijah is the mother of the faithful. Look it up. All of them gave me the clues. Betsy Ross was her slave name. Who made the American flag? That was just the key. That was just the key. Because the flag story does not add up. It's an incongruency there. So that means that there's something else there. So her name was Betsy Ross as the cloak. That was the disguise to let me know how to find Isis, the queen of heaven and earth. Now we got another problem here. We got another problem. Because if she's over here, who the fuck is that over there? Now, everybody that already said Francis was the imposter. Now I told y'all it was some foul shit going on. Right? Now I showed y'all already. Everybody know what's going on. This is not haphazard. So, in the quest to restore balance back to earth, under the orders of Mott, by the evidence provided by the CASHAPP, Mother Khadijah is the Queen Isis, the mother, the queen of heaven and earth. I am the widow's son. I am crown prince of heaven and earth. Now, I'm going to walk you through some signs. I am the self-raised master, the master of masters. And everything I have shown you has proven this. But there's one thing that you got to understand. Because if you don't know who God is, you're about to find out. The black stone. The black stone, I told you what it was. Now we're finna show you what it is. Now, remember when we went yesterday, we went over the 5% information. And I showed you the Melanica, the Palace of the Rising Sun. We went over the Vesica Pisces. And the Vesica Pisces being the identifier, right? The Vesica Pisces being the identifier. So now, when we go up and we look at the Kaaba, now remember, it's a circle and a square, right? The builders built the box to house the mother, Alat. I'm about to lay it out for y'all now. Because if y'all sitting here thinking God is a man, are you insane? God cannot be a man. The Black Madonna returns. Francis, you gotta go. I'm finna show my people. I got everybody tied together in this. Everybody tied together in this. So let's go. We finna go do. This is the Kaaba. This is the Kaaba of Mecca. Right here. Right? Now, look. This is white. This is black. This is gold. Got it? White, black, and gold. So those are the colors. Right? Now, you can't see the black stone on there. But this is the black box. This is Pandora's box. Now, I had to get a replica. Now remember, I opened that earlier and told y'all about Pandora's box. Now, in my post, I identified the three kings. Malik Shabazz. Right? Malik means king in Arabic. But it also means angel. That was supposed to be Wallace Muhammad, but he got cold feet. He got cold feet. So Elijah had to call Malcolm down there to be the scapegoat. He had to run the red herring in order to protect the throne. In order to protect the throne of heaven. Right? So now, in order to protect the throne of heaven, a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices. But this was Pandora's box. This was the black box. So this was the Kaaba I had to open, Pandora's box. So now, the story of Pandora opening her box, she couldn't close it once it was open. I bust these motherfuckers in they shit. Once it was open, you can't close it. Now, let's go. They said that the black stone is the stone the builder rejected, the chief cornerstone. Now, everybody was looking for a man. Now, I want y'all to look careful. Any woman can tell me this is not a vulva. This is not a vagina. Is this a vagina? Do I got anybody that say this is not a vagina? Now we looking at the black dot as Dr. Richard King identified the black dot. Right? But look. Remember. Because you got to get Baphomet out of there. I'm not making this shit up. I didn't post none of this. You see him in there, right? You see him in there. The perfected man. I am him. You can't hide shit from me. I'm gonna find it. Until to who revealed? The son of perdition? What you say? Is he in there? Is he in there? You goddamn rapist, come up out of there. What you doing in it? Is he in there? But we're not trying to get, we're trying to get the imposter out. We're trying to get the imposter out. See him up in there? I'm not bullshitting. I'm not, they told me where the devil was at. Right? Waiting to devour the sun. You see that dragon? Identify him. That's the portal of life. It's all symbolism, but it's to teach a spiritual lesson. But you can see, when the wisest man in the world come, everybody else got to figure this shit out. I'm going to show you where to find it. I'm going to show you where to find it as I find it. Where is he? That's the uterus. The Baphomet is a uterus, remember? You can't make this shit up. This is real life. So now that we didn't reveal who the beast, where the beast was hiding at, it's the Pope. It's the papal bull. Remember? Osiris had to slay the bull. What did he have to slay him with? Right? He had to slay him with the arrow. I am the golden arrow in native culture. I'm from the silver bow. I'm showing y'all this. Look. You can't hide nothing from me. I'm going to find it every time. Now, this is for the PhD. So now, I still got to show you the one like unto the Son of Man. Now, if I'm the Son of Man, there got to be some similitude. Something got to be similar in physical appearance, and he got to have on a... So now this is leading me down the trail. At the end of this video, I got to be able to produce the sound of the A tone being correctly intonated, and it got to match all of the signs at the end of this presentation. I got to walk you from what Farrakhan said, that when you hear the A tone, you will be at one. You're going to hear the right sound from the one God. Look, before you know who God is, you got to know who the devil is. They write it in Egypt, man know thyself. Right? Man know thyself. Look, I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you in real time. As I pull it up, I'm showing it to you. Now, let's go. I done tied all of the nations together. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Hold on. I don't want to go this route. Okay, look. Now this is on my bed. This is I didn't even realize this was the family crest. This is the blood ties. Now let me show you what it looked like for real. Over here. Now, I went over where everything was, except the backdrop. This is the two bears. This is my son and my daughter. This is Michaela, and this is Jeremy. This is my clan totem tribe. This is the direct positioning of the tattoos for the blood right. Right here. Well, this is her. So now, remember, I have to show y'all Sophia, because wisdom, Ein Sof, is what I got to produce. Ein Sof. Now, look at here. This is Sophia. This is the wise woman. This is the wisdom that Solomon sought so dearly. This is the wise woman. Right here. The one that established the blood right. See, this is the blade. Look, this is showing you the connection to the gods and earths. This is showing you the connection. I went over all that already. These are things that I picked up in my travels impulsively. None of this was planned. Look, the young maiden. The young maiden. Now, my mother, Scotta, my Irish right, the redhead princess. I told y'all, my mama is the redhead princess, and y'all think I'm playing. And when she got older, her hair began to fade, it became gray. My mama hair began to gray as she got older. Right? She was the one. This is why you don't see a wine glass up here, because she is the Holy Grail. She is the one who carried the holy seed. This was Scotta. So now this is my mother right here. This is the Vice Lord. See, because you need the two women to confirm him. Needed the two women to confirm him. But out of the father's line, he had to be able to draw King Arthur's sword. My father's name is Arthur. Remember that. Right? But the struggle with the self, the bondages of the 7 chakras being bound by the curse that broke up the family. So then the chain broke. on his own. On his own. Right? Accept that. But in the course of my journey, you know, I had to acquire, because it say in there that I would get the key of life. Endure to the end, and I would receive the key of life. I put the whole family back together. Keep the game. Now, I had this takes me to Putin in Russia because I had to conquer Thor. And this is my Norse connection for the Norse tribes. My Vikings that the Moors were the navigators for, that concealed the secret. Jacques de Monnet that died at the hands of the French, which tied me to Adolf Hitler, who had legitimate grievances against the French when he was attacked. But still, I had to be the black stone. The stone that the builder rejected has to be the chief cornerstone. So I collected that in Chicago. That's Jeff Ford gave me that. Let my people go. Right? I just showed y'all all of the rest of the stuff. Now I got to show you the man with the 7 candlesticks and the 7 stars in his hand, with the gown to his waist, and he's packed in gold, and he's like unto the Son of Man. And this would be this, because I'm in search of the A-tone. That's my clue. This was my clue where to find the A-tone. I had to find the A-tone to bring us all together. Right? The black ones and the white ones. The Hispanic ones and the Asian ones. The tall ones and the short ones. The fat ones and the skinny ones. The smart ones and the dumb ones. The healthy ones and the sick ones. The strong ones and the weak ones. I had to go through all this. I had to put it all on the line. Right? So this is your revelation of Jesus Christ. This is what God gave unto him to show and signify to his faithful servant, me. God wants us to restore family structure. This is what the science is telling me. I still got some receipts to do, because remember, as above, so below. I have to prove to y'all with the receipts of the day that I did everything I said I was going to do. I did everything according to the rules given to me across all disciplines, not just one. So now I have to